Oftentimes when we're working with clients, there's really two things that we're delivering. One is the new technology or solution, but the other is a capability. So we're often working with our clients to improve their processes as a technology or engineering organization, mentoring engineers, demonstrating best practices, and not only developing our own engineers, but sharing that out through our clients. At the end of the day, the software that we build with them needs to be maintained and carried forward. And so we spend a lot of time investing in our clients' capability, sharing best practices so that their success is guaranteed long after we're gone.
I remember back when we were first starting our kind of like implementation phase of the study, we were kind of moving at light speed, like building out all this code for them, and it was going really well. And one day the product manager that we were working closely with came up to us and they're like, guys, what's the secret sauce to what you guys do? Like, how can we take what your team does and implement it in our, staff team? So I think that was when it hit me where it's like, wow, we really have impact beyond just what we build. Like, we're actually developing the way the client works internally for the better. It's been inspirational for me knowing that like, hey, I just came in, I'm learning all this stuff too, but because we have kind of like a, rigor and like structure to the way we do things, we've been able to impact the client in a positive way that they've been able to see and want more of.
We were doing a digital lab with a client that had a very traditional way of operating before, where the business would define a problem, IT would go try to deliver it, and the business would be handed back the software to go run it. And as part of a different approach, we wanted to have an agile-based digital lab that would actually do product life cycles with our clients. So instead of just doing a traditional build and run model, we would actually have cross-functional teams of a product owner, scrum master, designer, developers, architect, data scientist, to embed together in one team that would run this product the way that a startup would run a product instead of having a traditional waterfall process in the way that most companies would usually build software. As part of doing that, one of the most rewarding things was watching the way that people's innovation and entrepreneurship was unlocked. These people had been in their jobs for 10, 15, 20 years and had been in very narrow roles where they were just asked to move their part of the problem a little bit further every day. And when you get people into these cross-functional teams, you suddenly have an opportunity for people to think about it from a customer perspective and think about what would I do differently if I were running this problem. And we unlocked a bunch of great ideas that were sitting inside of the people that were already in this company. It was the first time that some of these developers had been able to learn something new on the job in 10 or 15 years. It was a different way of working for our product owner who had just been a part of the business and was starting to feel not challenged in his role. On our very last day at the client, there were like actual tears when we left. It's still one of my favorite experiences in consulting, just the way that we were able to work side by side, and it didn't feel like we were vendors. It felt like we were actually a part of the same team.